We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Kyle Hendricks will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Colton Wong. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's the first pitch to him. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here it comes. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out.
The third baseman, Tommy Edman.
Digging in, Tommy Edman. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's a .333 hitter. First pitch on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
So he got him swinging. Tommy Edman is the second out of the opening frame. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Here comes the first pitch. In there, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he falls behind 0-2. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th-round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Hold the string on him that time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Jack Flaherty gets the start for St. Louis in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And, fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
Goldschmidt will get under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1. At the plate, Christian Yelich. He's a dangerous hitter indeed as the reigning batting champion in the National League. Now here's the pitch. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Here's Javier Baez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2. Hit hard to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Second inning set to go, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Paul DeYoung.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Molina, a native of Puerto Rico. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
The left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Now in the box, Lane Thomas. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Fly ball right down the line in left. But this will land untouched. The 0-2 once more is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Harrison Bader.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Comes set, the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Trout giving chase. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. First time to the plate for him, and he's coming off, of course, an outstanding 3-home run effort yesterday. Now here's the pitch. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Back goes Thomas, still going back into the bleachers and gone. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout, number 299 in his career, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game.
Anthony Rizzo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a base hit on the line.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Kyle Schwarber.
Now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Fouled away. 4 runs here in this half inning. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Boy, after that base knock right there, Dero, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. From the stretch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That's a foul ball. Not a great at-bat, and he's down on strikes for out number 1.
Now batting, third
Digging in to try it again, Chris Bryant. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian.
In is Christian Yelich. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set and the pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0 home. This one is launched. Look at this. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 13 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Lo. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
Number 62 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 62.
And that brings up Javi Baez. Hitting the air out to straightaway left. After it is O'Neill. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. We played 2 full. The Cubs are on top 6-0. Now at the plate, number 62. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they
a swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Colton Wong will stand in. First delivery to him on the way.
Whoa, that's just out.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change the speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Digging in, Tommy Edman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Baez has it. Throw won't get him.
So frustrating, D-Row. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. High in the air out to center field. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Mike Trout. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Fouled off. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd. All set for the start of the 4th.
And stepping up is the shortstop, Paul DeYoung. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
1-1 to count. A ball and 2 strikes now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hit hard down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler O'Neill comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No balls and 1 strike. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. He waits. Now the pitch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
So now to the plate, Lane Thomas, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
DeYoung on second. O'Neill is over at first with 1 away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 in the inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. No balls and a strike to count. 2 down, runners at first and second. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends. Strand a couple. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Into the box now, Manny Pena. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung gathers it in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Molina has it, and he makes the throw to first. Kipnis is retired, 2 down now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the pitcher Kyle Hendricks will be the next to bat. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
At the plate now, Tommy Edman.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again in the inning. John Brebbia gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Thomas has it for route number 1. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich.
Yeah, that last.
The windup and the 0-1. Lined hard toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Javier.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Wong has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. They lead it 6-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. The 0-2 delivery. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. So Paul DeYoung digs in next. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
DeYoung.
And now a pitch on the way. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. 0-1 the count. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Now batter, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Digging in once again, Tyler O'Neill. First pitch on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Count now, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2. From the stretch. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Cards leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Mike Trout.
The center fielder, Mike Trout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle, and Trout has himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Standing in, Anthony Rizzo, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Here comes the first pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to Goldie, and that gets him as well. A double play.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, Kyle.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Now at the plate, Lane Thomas. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. Oh, he airmails that one right over his head.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Stepping in now, Harrison Bader. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. There's 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Pause. Now the pitch. No runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And it's fouled away. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They still find themselves down 6-0. Alex Reyes enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it
Number
is.
29, Alex Reyes.
Last half of the seventh here, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Manny Pena.
The catcher, Manny.
Right side, hit hard. A diving effort as it's off his glove. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play. The next Cub up, Jason Kipnis. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
That was a nasty pitch right there. Great arm action by the pitcher. That looked like a heater out of his hands and dropped off the table.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Now the pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire. Settling in now, Tommy Edman. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
The count is 2-1.
All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And they can't run it down. The 2-2 one more time. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Striding into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. That evens it up 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Hard hit toward the hole, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
The catcher, number 4,
Yadi Molina digging in now, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1.
Ball, that's in. Nope.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Cubs lead this one 6-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 14 on the season as this lead swells to 7-0. Here's Christian Yelich now. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Bader moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 27.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Trout. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Down the line and fair, that's a hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there, that's clean. 3 for 4, he's looking locked in.
Anthony Rizzo.
In now, Anthony Rizzo, as he rips it on the ground to second. The second for 1 on to Goldschmidt, and it's in time, a double play, and the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in, Tyler O'Neill starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Bryant's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lane Thomas.
stepping up to the plate, Lane Thomas. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another 0-2 home. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Hit back up the middle, taken in by Kipnis. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. Ready once again, Harrison Bader. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
No balls and a strike to count. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Kipnis has it, and no chance on the throw, so a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit. Brad Miller will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Kyle Hendricks with his 4th win this season with 15 strikeouts. Jack Flaherty struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs, 9 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Kyle Hendricks struck out 15 overall with the win as the Cubs took down the rival Cards 7-0. The win was their 6th straight as a team. Entering the day's action, the Cubs are in first place in the NL Central, while the Cardinals are 3rd in the division. Trey Mancini had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping lead the Orioles over the Pirates 12-6. In the standings, the Orioles sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, and the Pirates are in 4th place in the NL Central. The Phillies got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-3. Heading into the day, the Reds are in 2nd place in the NL Central, and the Phillies are in 2nd place in the NL East. The New York Mets amassed 14 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 7-4. At the start of the day, the Brewers are in last place in the NL Central, and the Mets sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. The Atlanta Braves held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-1. As of right now, the Marlins are in last place in the NL East, while the Braves are 3rd in the division. The Colorado Rockies got a road win against Arizona 4-2. In the standings, the Diamondbacks sit in 4th place in the National League West, while the Rockies are 2nd in the division. The Dodgers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 7-1. Heading into the day, the Dodgers are atop the NL West, and the Nationals sit atop the NL East. The San Diego Padres halted their 6-game losing streak as they defeated the visiting Giants 5-3. At the start of the day, the Padres are in last place in the NL West, while the Giants are 3rd in the division. The Kansas City Royals combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-2. As of today, the Blue Jays are in 3rd place in the AL East, while the Royals sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. The Minnesota Twins totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 10-5. As of right now, the White Sox are in 3rd place in the AL Central, while the Twins are 2nd in the division. The Indians finished off the 4-game sweep as they beat the visiting Rays 10-4. Entering the day's action, the Indians sit in 1st place in the American League Central Division, and the Rays are in last place in the AL East. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 6-3. In the standings, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central, while the Angels sit in 2nd place in the American League West. The A's finished off a 3-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Yankees 3-1. As of today, the A's sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, while the Yankees sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division. The Bo Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 4-3. As of right now, the Mariners sit in last place in the American League West Division, while the Red Sox sit atop the American League East Division. The Astros swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 8-1. Heading into the day, the Rangers sit in 4th place in the American League West, while the Astros are atop the division. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Philadelphia Phillies combined to give up just 5 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 7-3. Jacob deGrom twirled 8 shutout innings before turning it over to the bullpen, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves 2-0. The Houston Astros tallied 5 home runs overall as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 11-3. The Twins put together 10 total hits as they blew out the Jays 9-0. The Chicago White Sox put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-3. The Boston Red Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 6-5. The Nationals bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 3-1. The Yankees broke up their 5-game losing skid as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 4-1. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Baltimore Orioles. The Cubs look for their 7th straight victory next. Alex Cobb, a Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Santander waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Batting second.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
And that'll bring up Keston Huron. Weak grounder down the line at third. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. And here's Christian Yelich now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Heading for second is Yelich. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Trout, when he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. Here's the first pitch to him. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Hit hard to third. He's got it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Yu Darvish is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery, has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider, will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jose Iglesias is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. At the plate, Ramon Urias. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
So here's Trey Mancini as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Manny Pena.
So in now for Chicago, Manny Pena. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now here it comes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. 1-1 to Schwarber. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now you've got a couple of guys on.
Standing in now, David Bodie. And that's through into left field for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
At the plate now, Nico Horner. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayes on the run for it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded, and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Into the box, Keston Hiura.
The shortstop.
As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fouled away. Hiura tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point.
The count is
Now a
1-2.
fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Four runs here in this half inning. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the 2-out hit will bring Christian Yelich in this inning.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
In is Christian Yelich. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
One and two for Christian Yelich.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Fouled off. Hiura, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a line drive. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Ready to deliver the 1-2, and it's fouled away.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside it?
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Anthony Santander the next to bat, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled away. Smith, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Schwarber will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth,
Stepping up now, Austin Hayes. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Darvish pauses, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 4-0. Now batting, Mike Trout. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Mike Trout.
First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Bounced weakly near the plate. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Hayes on the run for it. He gets there, and that's the second out. Into the box now, Manny Pena. He reached on a single in his first try. This is line to left. Santander grabs it to retire the side. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Cubbies are in front 4-0. Coming to the plate now, Austin wins 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Behind 0-2 now. Hit out towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Striding in, Rio Ruiz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Ruiz, a California-born ball player. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Now another 0-2. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Count remains at 0-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
To 1-2 now. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Chris Davis at the plate now, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Davis, who's up, and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail here 4-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Smoked on the ground left side. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Riding in once again, Nico Hoerner. He hit a sac fly earlier. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. 2-out base hit. That'll bring Chris Bryant to the plate this inning.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Striding forward now is the DH, Chris Bryant.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Slow roller left side. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Ready now, Ramon Urias. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. A ball and a strike. Hit on the ground toward the left. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Struck him out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Anthony Santander will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike now. Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Keston Hiura.
Keston Hiura.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. This is line to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Stepping in now, Christian Yelich. Right side, fair ball down the line. And they'll run him down and tag him for the out.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. LeBlanc is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff.
Now a big swing by Trout, and he connects on this one. That's out to deep left field. And this one is gone, a home run. So a big home run for him, certainly. Number 300 for his career.
Well, you have to appreciate what he's been able to do in his career, guys. He's truly established himself as one of the great power hitters in the game today, and this is a milestone he can be really proud of. And there are a lot of very good hitters that never got 300 dingers in their career.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And right into the shift. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. On to first, and there were 2 down. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Dwight Smith Jr. is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. In now for the O's, Austin Hayes. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Heading out towards shallow right. Yelich is under it, and that's the second out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Austin Wynns. Here comes the first pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said that top to bottom, his guys have impressed him at the plate. He loves that they're into double-digit hits, but just as much, he's thrilled to see that they've only struck out 1 time. That's impossible to sustain, but it points to the team's incredible focus at the plate right now.
Thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Line shot to first, and there's one away. Coming to the plate now, David Bodie. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch on its way. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
At the plate, Nico Horner, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
In now, Chris Bryant, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Line drive to left. Santander grabs it to retire the side. 1. Rio Ruiz to the plate now. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
In there for strike one, 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
0-1.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Count is 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Out of play. Another one sent foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They still find themselves down 6-0. Seventh inning ready to roll, and stepping in the long ball threat, Keston Hiura. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayes is in his tracks now, and very quickly one gone. In now, Christian Yelich. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Mancini moving back at the track, the wall, into the flag court, and gone. It's a solo home run for Christian Yelich, number 14 on the season, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. Fielded cleanly. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. So digging in now, Anthony Rizzo. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 7 and the Orioles nothing. Ready now for Baltimore, Ramon Urias. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
3 balls, 2
Swung
strikes.
on and missed 3-2.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Stepping into the box, Trey Mancini. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 5 on the year. And they're now on the board, though still well behind. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matty V, you don't see this very often, D-Roll, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit.
And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out. Digging in now, Austin Hayes. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Cubs 7 and the Orioles 1. Ready to begin the 8th, and digging in is the outfielder Kyle Schwarber. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away. Ready for another chance? David Bodie. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
Hey, D-Roll, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
To the plate now, Nico Horner. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Hayes is there, 2 gone. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Chris Bryant. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
At the plate now, Keston Hiura, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
1-2, here it comes. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Wins, goes to get it, but the batter's going to take first easily after striking out. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. So coming to the plate, Christian Yelich, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Swing and a ground ball, and this should get him out of it. Scooped up onto first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. They're on top 7-1. Ready for another shot now. Austin Wins. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Sent toward first, but no problem at first, and that's the first out. Digging in, Rio Ruiz. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. From the stretch.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
1 out, nobody on. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again, 1-2. And it's fouled away. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1-1 the count to Chris Davis. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Fouled away. Fouled off. The 1-2. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 7-1. At the plate, Mike Trout. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Here's another 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
2-2.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. This is hit sharply to the left side, but this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Anthony Rizzo. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard towards the hole. He's got it. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. So stepping in, Manny Pena. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard back up the middle. That gets down, and the inning continues. Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He pulls this one into right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Into the box now, David Bodie. Santander looks up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
So now to the plate, Nico Horner, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the top of the 9th keeps a rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Standing in now, Chris Bryant. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. Gone! Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. His 2nd home run of the game as this lead got even wider. Richard Blyer comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping in now, Keston Hiura. Shot to third, and a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. At the plate now, Christian Yelich, pulled high in the air out to right field. Mancini is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jose Iglesias. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Down the third baseline. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Another strikeout for him on the mound. And boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his start. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
1-1 the count. Hit the other way out toward right field. Yelich is under it. 2 down. Into the box, Trey Mancini. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheel.
But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
12-1 at the end of this one. The Cubbies took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Yu Darvish with his 4th win this season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Alex Cobb was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the
Welcome to this edition of Inside the Show. There will be 42s everywhere today in honor of the barrier-breaking Jackie Robinson. Before we get there, though, here's what happened yesterday. In the National League Central, Chris Bryant had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, as the Cubs downed the Orioles 12-1. The win was their 7th in a row. The Reds allowed only 5 hits in the game, as they defeated the visiting Giants 2-1. The Milwaukee Brewers defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 5-4. The Diamondbacks combined to give up just 5 hits as they sank the visiting Buccos 1-0. Cody Bellinger grabbed 3 runs driven in, helping lead the Dodgers past the Cardinals 4-3. The Marlins combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the visiting Angels 3-2. The Braves grabbed the extra innings win over the Mets 5-3. The Rockies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-2. The Rays had lost their previous 8 games but put a halt to that as they got the home victory against the Astros 3-0. The Toronto Blue Jays allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 5-1. Francisco Lindor had a day to remember with 3 home runs totaling 5 RBIs as the Indians took care of Detroit 11-3. They now have 5 straight wins. The Chicago White Sox combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 3-1. The A's knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 12-1. The Washington Nationals completed a short 2-game sweep as they sank the Mariners 6-0. The Rangers smacked 15 team hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 8-7. And that's our show on this Jackie Robinson Day. Should be a lot of great games as well as celebrations of the great number 42. Talk to you again tomorrow.